Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to a quick little video. I'm going to try and keep it quick anyway, if my mouse cooperates. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's annoying. Okay. Anyway, so I was asked a couple days ago on how to make it where the radio is non-active until you get to a safe zone. So the safe zone that I picked out is that little shrub. So if you look at my screen on the left hand side, you see where it says radio. If I press 0, then it says alpha. If I press 1, it doesn't do anything. But if I walk in here and I press 0 and 0, it says win. If I press 1, I win the game. Now I kind of want you to see that in action real quick, so you can see what's happening. So there's alpha, changes to win. Now I'm going to show you how to do this. And there's multiple things you can do this with, and I'll kind of show you a couple of them. I think I'll settle with one for right now, because this one was specific for going into like a safe zone. So I'm gonna just create it over here. So let's create a person. We're gonna drop down a marksman, and we're gonna name this marksman Bob. Say hello, Bob. Hi, Bob. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna set down a trigger. Now this is called a false trigger, because all it's going to be is going to be radio Bravo. Okay, so we're gonna have radio Bravo and nothing is going to happen here. Well, I guess radio Bravo. So, but nothing is gonna happen. There's no type, there's no activation, there's no condition, doesn't matter. Meaning that if we just jump into the game real quick, let's make this guy our player. And we go in and press 0, 0, now we have Alpha and Bravo right there, as you can see. But if we click either one of them, nothing happens. Good deal. And also, I want you to see that because a while ago when I ran in with the ammo bearer, this guy, sorry guy, I think his name's Roy. So you can see we have an alpha. I'm not sure what happened to Bravo. Oh yeah, I do. So if I come over here, you can see that it does not change. And I'll show you something neat about that too. So let's jump out, back into the editor. One thing I forgot to do is set it to repeatable. Alright, so next we're going to create our little so-called safe zone, which will be this bush here, just to pinpoint my area. So what we're going to call this is we're going to call this safe zone. Now on this one here, what we need to do is we need to set this to anybody, the activation, so that the person who activates it is anybody. Anybody can activate it. So if we leave it like that, Roy over here, he can activate it, Bob can activate it, Joe Blow from Camp Maxwell can activate it. So, and they have to be present. So let's up the scale to about a 3 by 3 by 3. That way we have some room to actually walk into it. Next, we don't want Roy to be able to activate this. Only the player is going to be able to activate it. So if you go player, I think this will work. Player in this list. Now, this list means anything inside of this circle, or inside the cylinder. So you could have a vehicle in there, you could have whatever, but as long as the player is in there, that's all that will activate it. So if we go, I think it's vehicle, I think is how you actually do it. And just to test that, let's make sure I'm not wrong here. So player in this list. Let's jump in here real quick. And let's run over here. Okay, so now if you notice it says when. So vehicle player makes it where whoever you're playing as will be able to do that. So Roy will never be able to activate it as long as you're not playing as him. Make sense? Good deal. Alright. Now, let's say if we're playing co-op, let's say we're playing 2 players here, you could go like this. You could say, if Bob is alive. Well, this is defeating the purpose. I apologize. So let's go player in this list. Okay. So now only the playable character, the person who is playing. Now if we wanted to be more specific, then we would do what we did over here and type in the unit's name. So Roy can only activate this one, and anybody who's the playable character can activate this one. Now what we're going to do is we are going to perform magic. We are going to actually create a trigger. Now this one here, I'm going to call this one loss. The trigger's name, variable name, is loss. So loss equals create trigger. Now if you notice, as I'm typing, IntelliSense takes over right there. And it wants a type and a position. Now, I'm not sure why, but empty detector is basically what you want to use. And then we're going to do a get POS player. And that's going to get the position of the player, and we're going to end it with a semicolon. The next thing we want to do is loss set activation. Can we set name? No. Set activation. Why isn't it working? Okay, I forgot my command that I used. Oh, set trigger. Okay. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to go loss set trigger type, and we need an action. Now the action on this is this type right here, which we're going to set to lose. So lose, semicolon. Then we're going to go loss, set, trigger, activation. Now this one's by, type, and repeating. So set trigger activation, and it's an array. So by is going to be this here, the activation. We're going to set it to Bravo, which in order to set it to Bravo, it just takes a string, so you just type in Bravo in parentheses. Type is here, which is none, I believe. Yeah, none, which is another string. And then repeatable we will set to true. Then I honestly think that's about it. Set trigger type, set trigger activation. Let me see what all we got over here. Activation, trigger type, trigger text. That's right. So trigger text is the part where I set up to where it said when. So loss, set trigger text, and all you have to do here is just type in something like we lose. I got a sore throat. Okay, so now, so that'll work. Okay, let's bring him over here. So now if we jump in here, so now if we go into our radio, we have Alpha and Bravo, and nothing happens. Now the reason is because of this trigger here. Because this trigger is going to always be in effect. So what we want to do is we need to get the variable name, radio Bravo, go into the trigger, at the very end, type in delete vehicle radio Bravo, semicolon. Click OK. Now let's check it out. 0, 0. Scroll down to Bravo. We lose. Okay, now the loss did not work, and there's a reason for this. I just have to find it real quick. Where is it at? Oh, that's why. Okay, so I had a spelling error. So in order to lose the game, this one here, it's L-O-O-S-E. Now, whoops. Now let's walk into it. Okay, so it deleted the trigger that I had sitting over there, changed the name to we lose, and mission failed. Now, One more thing you might want to check out is, say we have one more character, and we're going to set this one to player, and we need an ammo box of some sort. Didn't want to go there. Be under props, I thought. Yes, weapons, assault rifles. And apparently these are all... yeah, that's not what I want. Things... military, an ammo box. Oh, I forgot where it was. Supplies, ammo, yes, here we go. Let's go with an explosive. Let's jump inside here real quick. We just need explosive charges. Alright, so there's an ammo box. Next, we're going to set up props. Let's set up a structure of some sort. Could actually just use a rabbit if we wanted to. See, that's a fence, structure, an obstacle, no. Something that we can destroy easily. Pretty much anything, I know, but trying to find something really simple. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. I think it was in military. I think I'll just use the camouflage tent. Oh no, that's way too big. Let's use something smaller. Something like really, really little. We could use a hat. How about a hat? So we're going to set a hat right there. Now what we can do is, since we have all of these different radios set up, all we have to do is set up a trigger. Alright. And we're going to call the bandana band. Call it band. That'll work. And then inside the trigger, we are going to set the thing here to Radio Charlie. And N6 text is going to be null. It's not going to show up at all. And the only condition is going to be band. Wait, should be a live band. Just like that. So now what's going to happen is it's going to check to see if band is alive. Basically, if it's destroyed or not. I mean, I could even... yeah, I'll do that in a little bit. So, yeah, let's check this out real quick. So, in here, as you can see, we don't have Charlie. So let's come over here. Check the inventory. Let's throw explosive charges. We only need a couple. Hello, Mr. Hat. Let's set one down. Okay. Now, just for sakes, we have no Charlie. Let's go check out the hat. The hat is not destroyed. So that will not work. The hat doesn't work. Should have known that. Let's use something else real quick. Can't use equipment. Furniture. How about a sun chair? And we will call this one, whoops, can't type, band. Okay, let's check this one out. Alright, now just for checks. No Charlie. You guys are killing me. Apparently nothing wants to get destroyed. There used to be something that I could destroy, but I can't remember what it is. I know it had to do with the military. And it had to do with like a like on the road, but I can't remember what it was. Seaports. So it was a structure. I know that much. Yeah, it was a bunker. So let me set a bunker like right there. I just don't remember. I could have swore it was like a roadblock of some sort. So that's Altus. Let's check Tanoa. No, it wasn't Tanoa. Should be able to destroy that bunker, right? I would hope. And a lot of this stuff is destroyable. I think it's just placing enough stuff to actually destroy it. Here, this ought to be destroyable. Let's just put that right there. Alright, so we're gonna call this one band. And this one band 1. We're gonna go into the trigger, whoops, and say band 1 alive is not alive, or alive band 1. I think that'll work. And we're gonna drop everything off. we're going to run over here. And we know that we don't have it. Just touch off the bombs. And nothing was destroyed. That's nice. So that was a bust. So we're just going to make this a little easier. And we're going to say alive Roy, or not a, wait, how about and not alive Bob. This will be a little bit easier. So as you can see, we don't have anything. And I'm going to jump inside here, take 2 explosive charges. Don't mind me, Bob. Don't mind me, Roy. And, as you can see, I don't have anything, and they're dead. Now when we go into it, we still don't have anything, so something's messed up. Oh, I know what it was. I apologize. This is the trigger that I needed. Not alive. We'll just say Bob. Condition Charlie, which is 1 set radio message to win 6. Well, win 6. Oh wait, I did. Okay, I forgot it's Charlie, not Alpha. So I needed to change this one to the array of 3. And as you can see, there's nothing there. And now there is. And if we press 3, mission completed. Well, I'm sorry it took so long, but that's gonna wrap it up. I hope it helped. If you need any more help or anything like that, let me know, and I will post a video or see if I can figure it out. So, as always, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.